This is Lecrae talking to George Janko.
Talk about weed.
Yeah, love weed.
But it was so dope to me that you were just like, so do I stop smoking or no?
Marijuana, drinking, and eating fast food, how I see it right now, I think Paul's serious when he says that everything is lawful, but not everything is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a slave to it, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's more of a problem if you're running to it instead of running to God. Not a lot of people might agree with me, but I think a man that runs to marijuana to run away from his anxiety and depression instead of opening up the gospel and running to the Lord is the same man that says, don't talk to me until I have my morning coffee. People that drink, I used to look at them like, oh man, they threw away their life. But now I look at it like, man, they attached their healing process to something that's killing them. And so I show them a lot more grace. And I'm like, yo, God, I pray that they realize that you're the one that gives them peace and not the bottle.
Jeez Louise. Okay, I just want to say, weed is not morning coffee. Coffee is glorious. Coffee is divine. Coffee is heavenly. Okay. Weed is demonic. Weed is evil. Weed destroys the image of God in man. Okay. Coffee enhances it. Okay. I just think that really like to compare weed with coffee is so stupid and low IQ. I just don't even know where to begin with that comment. Coffee has a stimulating effect. If you're drinking like if you're drinking like 4 shots of espresso at the same time, then yeah, you're gonna be. It's like a Red Bull. It's like a Red Bull energy drink, and it might actually affect your anxiety. I don't know. You might get you might have side effects in terms of your anxiety or something like that. But it's a stimulant. And it has a slightly stimulating effect. Normal coffee, like people drink coffee all the time, every day, like buckets and buckets and buckets of like gallons and giant, like the amount of coffee that people drink every day. And they're not on a drug. They're not drugged. They're normal people. They are not inebriated. They're able to drive their cars. They're able to function very well at work. It's like that's not a drug. A drug is where your brain, your mind is altered through the effect that the chemical is having on your brain. And that is marijuana. Marijuana, everybody who smokes weed is trying to get high. In other words, they're trying to become inebriated and in a state where their mind is altered. They're trying to alter their mind and drug themselves so that their state of consciousness is dramatically altered, and where their ability to make decisions and think properly is dramatically altered, and their ability to reason is dramatically changed and altered, which is against God. It's against his image inside of you, which enables you to reason, enables you to think properly. We're not talking about a slight stimulant, a slight stimulation of your chemicals, the chemicals in your brain that happens through coffee. That can happen through sugar. That can even happen just through eating, this is stupid. Again, low IQ take. You are comparing drugs, which alter your state of consciousness, which alter your ability to reason. If you are high, you can't drive a car. If you are drunk, you can't drive a car. You can't. That's the point. The point is that, drugs alter your state of consciousness. They alter your ability to reason. They call up the devil. It's demonic. It's wrong. It's sinful. It's sinful. Having coffee is not sinful. Having tea is not sinful. So, what are we doing here? So I don't know. I just think that this is just the dumbest take I've ever heard in my life. And I feel like I'm dumber. I feel like I've lost IQ points by listening to this guy talk.